today in our first lesson, we get the calling story of Moses. Moses, who would take the Israelites, who had led a hard and burdened life, and he would give them a sense of hope, a sense of possibility, a sense of new life. And he would lead them in the face of all kinds of resistance. He would lead them to that hope and that possibility and that new life. Today we're going to celebrate our relationship with Episcopal Charities. And in particular, we are so fortunate to have with us members of AS 220, about which you will hear in just a moment. It is an effort, a ministry that is about hope, possibility, and new life. So I am delighted to have you all here, and I'm delighted to ask Harry Waterman to say a few words, introduce to you Episcopal Charities and AS 220. Harry.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Harry Waterman, co-director of St. Luke's Church Episcopal Charities Fund of Rhode Island 2016 campaign, and along with Nancy Call, the chairperson of the Episcopal Charities of Rhode Island Advisory Board, are very proud and grateful to represent St. Luke's as we ask for your gift and enthusiastic support of Episcopal Charities this year. St. Luke's Church has a long-standing relationship and bond with the mission of Episcopal Charities, as several of our parishioners, including Robert Tingle, Carl Hoyer, Deacon Ted Hallenbeck, Fran Gamble Roach, Father Craig Burlington, and so many more, are the pillars and foundation as to the success of Episcopal Charities of Rhode Island. That mission, for those who are not familiar with or are new to the Episcopal Church in Rhode Island, is as follows. In acknowledgement of the gospel, imperative to feed, clothe, heal, and visit, the Episcopal Charities Fund of Rhode Island assists ministries of the diocese and charities of the wider Rhode Island community by raising and helping to provide funds, and in so doing, bring comfort, hope, and healing to Rhode Islanders in need. Since Episcopal Charities began, a generous bequest has provided endowment income which covers all campaign and administrative costs. Therefore, 100% of each of your donated dollars goes directly to support those disadvantaged Rhode Islanders. As an Episcopal Charities volunteer for over 16 years, one of the most rewarding experiences that I have enjoyed are the visits each year to 3 or 4 potential agencies asking for grants to support a particular program. I listen to the passionate plea of the directors, and I see the people who are favorably affected by the receipt of these grants. It was there, last year, that I met Angel Newman, director of the Youth Studio of AS 220. Listen to her passion as she speaks about the teenagers and young adults of AS 220. Then, and only then, will you understand why I was so moved by her story and asked her and some of the members of AS 220 to join us this morning. I now proudly introduce Angel Newman of AS 220.
What we used to do was dance. That's all we would do. We had a little basement and we pieced together broken mirrors so that way we could start our own dance team. By the time I was about 11 years old, I had had a purple briefcase, and I made people sign contracts so they could get into my dance group and into my basement. Needless to say, that didn't last too long, so my mom got tired of everyone running through the house, running through the fridge, and thinking that they lived there. So she started to let us know that we needed to go somewhere else. We ended up at a local teen center that was just some space to move around and dance, and it was great, but it really didn't do what we needed, what me and my sister needed. We needed a mentor. We needed someone to let us know what were the next steps to making our dance career our reality. That's when we stumbled upon AS220. We actually wound up there through a friend, and he said, you know, there's this really awesome space, and they are going to pay young performers. And I was like, what do you mean they're going to pay young performers? We went over to AS220, which was on the south side of Providence, and auditioned into a group called The Road Show, which was a hip-hop awareness group. And what that means is young people auditioned into this performance group, and then they used the power of words, dance, and art to educate the rest of the community about the dangerous effects of smoking. I was with that group for a very long time. Josh, who's right in the front, is one of my best friends, and our program manager was also involved in that group very early on. We toured the country and really used hip-hop and art to talk to young people about why smoking is really bad. And we were part of the Truth campaign. Years after that, I started running the performance program, and now I'm the director of the studio. Today, AS220 Youth works in the Rhode Island Training School, which is the youth prison. We've been out there for about 15 years. We work downtown, in downtown Providence on Empire Street, and also a local middle school that gives young people who are having issues in traditional schools the option to make up 2 grades in 1 year. We're very focused on working with young people who are in the care and custody of the state, young people who have barriers to success. Once young people become members of our studio, they can stay with us up until the age of 21, participate in our jobs programs, get involved with recording, photography, visual arts, fashion, and hopefully as they get older, become the people who end up leading the organization. Our organization really wouldn't be what it is if Josh and myself didn't have the chance to grow in it the way that we have. We want to make sure that that's not just something of luck, but that it can be codified, that a system can be created, that young people who are coming up in the program at age 12, 13 can be the faces and those running it on an administrative level, not just a youth level. So that's a little bit about us. Please, we're going to be here afterwards. Check us out. Thank you so much to Episcopal Charities, Nancy, Harry, Father Tim. We depend on generous people like you to keep our programs running, so I can't say enough about Episcopal Charities. And thank you so much for allowing us to be here with you today and make loud noises and run around and stuff. So enough of me, because it's really about the people who I brought. So coming up to the stage first is one of my best friends, KGR.
Good morning. So my name is KGR, former name Kevin Rodriguez. I've been going to AS for at least 5 years now. Went there as a freshman, now I'm a senior in high school. To tell you the truth, AS220 changed me as an individual. I wouldn't be wearing the shirt, like they helped me make the shirt, they helped me make the poem I'm about to read to you guys today. And AS220 is a great place. It's revolutionary for the youth, and I thought it was great how the pastor related it to the Moses story. I thought it was wonderful. But here it goes. This poem is about Sandra Bland and Michael Brown, and to bring media awareness to teenagers and to youth. So it goes. Let me not speak about the cop squad go missing. They'll take me to a place where the truth is hidden. You want the truth? Then go. I'm gonna do it without a mic.
Let me not speak about the cop squad go missing. They'll take me to a place where the truth is hidden. You want the truth? Then go and get it. That's your decision. That's my brush. When it comes to painting all these pictures, man, they started killing each other because they thought it was right. But it was true, man, who made the violence ignite. Buscan a Dios, pero solo van a misa. Buscan a Dios, pero no cambia la vida. You get it? I hope you listen. Because all these people got me fired like ignition. You see what I'm living? Yeah, what I'm living is in a world where the reality is the sinning. Yeah, Michael Brown, Sandra Bland, can you please tell me who's next? All this media got us living inside the blues, and all these people want to put together all the clues. I'm living in a world where the puzzles keep you connected. None of these people get it, we living inside deception. Looking in the mirror but still can't see my reflection. Infinite numbers that come with all of these questions. Society's got us living with only one perception. Posing guesses, hoping I can find the message. Judging me just cause I'm Latino. You don't really get it cause that cultura ain't fino. I'm just trying to get it like a fiendo. People, will you let me, will you let my seed grow? Thank you.
Just to note, AS220 Youth is uncensored, unjuried. And what that means is, as adults, we don't feel like it's our place to tell kids what they should be writing or what they should feel, because we weren't there when they experienced it. So we consider ourselves to be a place that is youth-run. Anything that they want to write, anything that they want to paint, any way that they want to dress, we accept it, because we all needed it when we were young. And our job is to help support and help them continue education, and really just play a mentorship role. So, Kevin, that was amazing. I almost forgot to introduce AG because I was just in the audience. All right, without further ado, my little sister, AG.
Good morning. My name is AG, which stands for Artistic Goddess. I'm a painter, singer, dancer. I mean, basically everything has anything to do with arts I do. I've been on AC20 for roughly about a year now, but it feels like I've been there for my entire life because it's like one big happy family. Yeah, so I'm 17 now, and I'm mostly a spoken word artist. I also do sing, I do rap, and this song that I'm performing for you guys today it's about suicide prevention, and yeah, it's a song that I wrote while I was in the grooves of depression and didn't know who I was, and I couldn't find myself. So the song like this: shattered glass, butterflies in the window pane, suicide doing lines to release the pain. The tainted veins and blood dripping in the dirt, second thoughts about your life, honey. I know that you were hurt, but you have to stay strong. You gotta one up, look at the sky and say, "Dear Lord, please don't give up." The sun. I know that you were tired after all that has inspired. Slitting your wrist isn't the answer, and it's not gonna bring you higher. So I'll open up my ears. I'll carry your pain, because if something happens to you, everybody's going insane. See, I don't want this to happen, no one knows what you go through. Thinking death is the only thing that you can resort to, but it's not, baby girl. I know that you're hurting. I'll open up my arms and I'll carry all your burdens, because I am here for you, know that for certain. Now here's my letter to you, I know you're hurting. With time, baby, you can do it. Know you're going through something, I know this is a rule. With time, baby, you can do it. Suicide is no. With time, I know you're looking. I'ma help you find it. With time, you'll be at peace. With time, you'll be at peace. Man, keep your head up. I know you're going through a lot, and I know it's tough. You've been in the dark for so dang long, you don't even remember what the light looks like anymore. But I'm here for you, and you can cry on my shoulder. I was there for you back then, and I'll be here now that we're older, and our souls are intertwined. Till death do us part. You don't even have to tell me I feel the pain in your heart, because that's how close we are, and I don't want us to drift. Finding peace ain't as simple as sitting your wrist. You have to keep it together and collect your thoughts. I know you're scared, I know you're lost, I know you're hurt, so you're strong, but that's not you. That's the devil over your head. You gotta be up, man. These thoughts of being dead, and you're crazy. And yes, I'm here for you, boo. And anything and everything you can talk to me too. I promise. I know you're here, and I promise I'll carry your heart. Just tell me, baby girl, when you want this to stop. I promise, with all my heart, I'll be here for you. Don't worry about those other people. With time, baby, you can do it. Know you're going through something, I know this is the rule. With time, baby, you can do it. Suicide ain't there no. With time, I know you're looking. I'ma help you find it. With time, you'll be at peace. With time, you'll be at peace.
Wow. I hope you were touched by this remarkable performance as I was. And if you are, Angel and her wonderful young adults will be up at the upper auditorium today after the service. And again, if you are, you will have the opportunity to show your gratitude and your generosity by filling out your pledge card in the sower. But as for what was sown on good soil, this is the one who hears the word and understands it, who indeed bears fruit. It is not enough to simply spread seeds. We must plant them into the fertile ground where they can take root, grow, and flourish. Episcopal Charities Fund has found these fertile grounds in order to enable our churches to do the most with their contributions. Please be assured that your seeds of hope will be planted in fertile ground and bring the peace of Christ to revival. It is the goal of this year's St. Luke's effort to plant seeds within each one of you, to hear the message of those Rhode Islanders that are desperately in need of your giving. Father Tim and the church leadership are in total support of each parishioner's giving to Episcopal Charities. We ask of each one of you to do your part by giving to Episcopal Charities. No gift is too large or too small. Spread the seeds onto the fertile grounds and watch those seeds grow abundantly. Amen.
And so much for being here. You are a gift to us. Thank you. We talked very seriously and did some hard work around stewardship in December and January these past few months. And it's important that as we think about the call to be faithful stewards, we understand it's not just to serve our needs, but to serve the needs of our brothers and sisters who are just down the road a little bit in Providence. So Harry's right when he says that I and your leadership here at St. Luke's are supportive of this. Episcopal Charities in general and AS 220 specifically, they're doing the work of the gospel. And so I invite you to support that work by your gifts and generosity. Thank you so much. Let's continue.